Hello and welcome. I am Jordash Jinko, but you can call me Gene.
And I'm Willem DeFriend.
Willem, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for agreeing to put our differences aside and try and start fresh with this 10th season. I think that we have really pulled one over on them, and I think that the commissioner has forgotten all about how the 9th season ended. We're already on the done with our first kickoff return, and you can see that the Everglators are there in the green, and the Yeti are there in the other kind of green. Some call it blue. Some would call it blue.
Is that a fumble? Wow! Right off the bat, we've got a fumble and a recovery, a turnover. The Alaska Yeti coming out strong. But the Everglators are challenging it early on. What drama at the beginning of this match.
The Everglators are just really cold-blooded today, Willem.
I tell you, it's two cold-blooded teams against each other. With those,
That's
with
true.
The Yeti
That's very
being
true.
As just, well, I mean, maybe this will be a new season, but they've always had a little bit of an edge to them. Does look like the play was reversed, and it is still the Everglators' ball. Ham and Eggs hoping for oh, that's not even Ham and Eggs playing in the quarterback spot.
Yeah, no, this game moves so fast that you just can't even. It's like two predators on the prowl here on this sports team's helmet ball. I am so sorry. Oh, jeez. And I have gotten $10,000 taken out of my bank account. It's the way of it's in the league bylaws, so that's fair enough.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with some of the words you use. Oh, look at this. Barry Quinn just flashing away from everybody with an amazing, amazing run. That's why you get your run game established early on.
You know, Barry Quinn majored in economics in high school, actually. He didn't really understand how the school system worked, but he was a great economist. So it's really paying off here in his helmet ball career. Clearly.
Oh, and that run's going to take him to just at the 29-yard line as Alaska starts their push to see if they can respond.
Do you know the Yeti are from Alaska?
Yes, they are. And I did know that.
Well, Nome is half the battle in Alaska, they say. That looks like is that a first down, or is that the ref wants attention?
It is.
I think.
It's 2nd and 1 here. Just needing a short run to push it forward, and they go for, Lake almost slips there.
You'd think they'd be used to the ice.
But they get their first down, and they're just past the 50-yard line.
Their mothers must all be very, very proud. You know, all of the Yeti mothers watch on one TV. Did you know that?
I did not know that. They get together in one room and watch together?
It's a small TV, yeah. So they have to. It's a large room though, so it's a strain on the eyes. But they like watching their children play.
Yeah, I gotta say, we're seeing some strong movement from the Yeti early on, but also a lot of just bad steps early in this preseason. They've yet to find their footing, Gene.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
Oh, and Lloyd Hickson dropped just before the first down line. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Everglators are up 7-0.
You can see that they're kind of shaking off the off season. They both won their games last week. But, that can be kind of challenging to face someone that has already won a game on both sides.
It can, and we are 4th and inches, and the Yeti go for the field goal. Trevor Sharp making a sharp kick. I'm not as good at the wordplay as you are.
Putting everyone on edge, Trevor Sharp.
That's it. All right, well, let's see what the Everglators can do on their second possession. What a throw! Oh, that was almost intercepted. I'm interested to see if they're going to keep leveraging Quinn after his incredible run. And here they go. A spin, adding some show, and then doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they call him Spinny Quinny, but this time it really didn't pay off, Willem.
It really didn't. It's interesting, though. Quinn is known for his spinning abilities and the amazing... Ooh, what a duck that was. But the amazing things that he can accomplish with his spins. I remember a few seasons ago, there was that famous punt return where he spun past literally every player on the field.
Yep, they called it the spin cycle win cycle. They called that that whole season, actually. It was in all the papers, especially highlights for kids. It was a weird time at that magazine, but great coverage.
You know, Highlights for Kids has had some weird times, but ever since they began to sponsor some of the matches here with the Helmetball League, I think they've really turned a new leaf.
You can really notice the difference, absolutely.
There was a great catch on a shorter throw to Tyrus Duhan. And you can hear the Everglators crowd chanting for defense.
They all are actually chanting for the fence company that is giving out free samples at this game. It's Fence Night.
Oh, it's Fence Night.
Yeah, the Fence. They someone wasn't really someone was being very clever, I think, but it can be kind of confusing. Maybe the players don't understand that and they're just taking it as support. I hope so. I really hope so.
Oh, and there's a fumble. The ball is loose. The ball is loose.
Oh, they're all piling on. That looks fun.
It's a cat pile.
The referee wants in on it too.
And the referee decides that it is still the Everglators' ball, but the booth is now challenging.
Oof, that is the slowest of mows.
This mow is very slow. And this very slow mo is brought to you by Highlights for Kids.
Highlights. They're not just for kids anymore, even though the name still says kids in it.
All right, and it is still the Everglators' ball as they try and make a little bit of a better dent this time around.
You know, last season, the Everglators were 52% likelier to order Pepsi than Coke at restaurants on the road versus at home games.
That is a fascinating stat. I'm wondering why they're waiting so long to pull this snap. They're just...
They look... Maybe they're talking with each other. It looks like they're exchanging money of some sort. Oh, I think that... there was some money owed. All the accounts are in order, and Spinny Quinny
takes it to the 20-yard line for a first down.
Spinny Quinny at the 20. Ugh. What grace.
What grace. And you got to see him. I mean, he's still holding on to the ball, and you know that ball gets very, very hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which is why...
He's good at handling hot balls,
He's very good at and Spinny Quinny dropped again. Now, many people don't know this, but Barry Quinn on the Everglators is related to the Anchorage Yeti kicker Roniel Quinn.
Oh, I did not know that.
Indeed, they're twin brothers.
The twin Quins.
The twin Quins.
Oh, okay. Like Tegan and Sarah.
Like Tegan and Sarah.
Who are also alternates for the Alaska Yeti, it turns out.
That, much like everything, is awesome. I cannot believe that I feel like they don't remember that they have other players. They're giving it to Quinn literally every snap. This is an interesting decision.
And then just kicking it away once Quinn proves unable to do... Oh, wow. Where did he come from?
Ware was just absolutely brought down. Wow, Duhan pushes through. He pushed through. I can't believe he stayed up.
Oh, he is looking very confident. He is looking very confident. That is a good way to be after you've just scored a touchdown.
You know, I think that they're
that's appropriate.
Probably going to give him an excessive celebration monetary award.
Absolutely. As is, the new rule in Helmetball this year, I don't know if we've talked about it, is you got to celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Come on. And the extra point is good, bringing the game 10-7 as the Alaska Yeti move ahead and take the lead.
Diefenbach. Whoa. Do you ever notice how much falling down there is in Helmetball?
I'm sorry, I was just on the phone with Everglators quarterback Ham and Eggs. I'm not sure if you saw that there, but I missed.
I did.
I missed what you said. Could you repeat that for me?
This, Helmetball has more falling down than Michael Douglas's film career.
I had not considered that, but you've got a very good point. All right.
They continue to play a Helmetball. Dang it, that's another 10,000.
Oh,
boy,
boy,
my kids are sure not going to college
There's
now.
a penalty on the field, and it's most likely because you said the F word.
Right. Right. Oh, and it is grabbing someone's wrist twice. So, as we know, that is illegal. So, there's 17 seconds left, and they are lining up. That guy is going way over there. Is he going to throw? Nope.
They
go
give
to
it
Quinn.
to Quinn.
Again and again with Quinn and a Quinn. I'm going to predict they're going to give it to Quinn again.
You seem to be right.
There it is.
And here's the thing.
I mean, it's not a bad way.
Like that run, if he had stayed on his feet, he could have easily made it to the end zone. But I feel like maybe it's a flawed strategy as we move into the second half. We'll see.
Look at the way Quinn walks. It's truly a graceful, almost T1000-like walk. Oh, here's some names of people that are around the league and
Chucky Vickers,
measurements.
Who still owes me $30.
You got to collect it on the field. That's the rule. So here's some halftime stats. Total yards, 154 to 186.
It's really a story of an air game for the Yeti and a ground game for, well, let's be honest, for Barry Quinn.
Right, yes, exactly. Can't stress it enough. There's, for all intents and purposes, one player on the Everglators. I guess two, but really just one. Let's just say if he could pass it to himself, Quinn would be the only player on the Everglators.
Here's what I'm thinking. This might be an intense strategy, almost like a game of chess, where they're overplaying Quinn throughout the preseason and might just underutilize him during the regular season.
Well, Quinn is the most important player in the game of chess, so I think that adds up. Oh, House! They've given the ball. Oh, that's the Yeti. Okay, for 1 second there, I thought that the Everglators were playing another player. But
no,
it is in fact the
they
Yeti.
Wouldn't do that. But yes, Kendrick House got that pitch and then didn't do much with it.
Helmet ball is also brought to us by cleat deodorizers. Dr. Smelly Feet's cleat deodorizers for all those times when you have someone's cleat just right in their face. Thought he had it there, but
I thought he did too, but alas,
he was nowhere to be found.
Unlike other sports, defensive pass interference isn't a thing in helmet ball.
It's encouraged. Rule number 1 is interfere with the pass, so...
If you can, interfere with the pass. All right, they're lining up here. Let's see how much Quinn they use.
Oh, so far none. The Quinn meter is none.
Oh
my God, an entire play without Quinn.
They tossed it to tight end Mo Fulton. What a choice.
Everyone can use a little Mo Fulton in their life, but... Oh, there's Washburn running it and spinning. There's only one spin.
Wow, that's the 4th tackle for Taylor on the Yeti.
Taylor Swift. Gotta admit, Taylor's Swift.
Taylor is Swift. Oh!
And
Koza goes down.
And they are appropriately celebrating right on top of his body.
Right on top of him. This is the issue that I have with the Yeti, is that they try that particular play often, and they try and break the legs of their competitors by jumping up and down after a sack.
The players in this league are encouraged to portray their team mascot as much as they can in their play style. The Yeti moved during the offseason to bring clubs onto the field for their defensive ends, but they were turned down.
It's an interesting time that we live in. Remember?
Well, that's true.
When the Houston Space tried to, for an entire season, tried to emulate space and just didn't show up for games. It was not a very good season for them.
It was not, and they didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But I think that we don't miss them very much wherever they are. Maybe Houston. I'm not really sure. I don't pay attention to anything west of Indiana.
I would imagine that they're probably still in Houston.
The Hill Valley time travelers still haven't shown back up ever since they disappeared 30 years ago.
Everyone was saying maybe this'll be the season. Maybe they'll come back for the 10th season, but I think when they weren't around for the great ratification of the rules to start off the official seasons, I think maybe the anniversaries don't mean as much to the time travelers.
It's clear that they've all been killed by cavemen. I agree with you, Willem. So House runs it, and he has everyone.
Everyone is bringing down House.
I'm pretty sure I saw some Yetis also pulling on him to bring him down. He is very unpopular on his team. They do not like him.
No, they don't. And that's going to be a long...
He has smelly cleats. House has smelly cleats and has refused the sponsorship of Dr. Stinky Feets, and that's one of the main reasons that he's so unpopular.
Oh, and the rookie Diefenbach with a great catch to bring down the first down. Now, with about 4 minutes left in the game, we're going to be looking for the Everglators to make a bunch of moves, probably trying to activate their air game that they've not been able to get going all match.
Have they played Quinn at all in this second half?
I have not seen him at all. Maybe it was a micro strategy of the one that I had I had postulated for the entire season, but instead they were just doing the rope-a-dope with Quinn for the first half.
The mini rope-a-dope, the string-along.
The string-along.
Oh, and they have the things out. They are going to take a picture here. Smile. Oh, that close.
That close.
Everyone's reacting with stoicism. It's early on in the season, and I'm sure that the rage will build inside them.
Oh yeah, it's still preseason. There's not enough emotion for anyone to care at this point.
As we say in helmet ball, it's preseason, so who gives a crap?
Exactly.
Oh, and they kick it, and it is up. Ooh, look at the parabola on that one. Oh, we're focusing on the crowd. Look at that.
Oh, that went...
Lots of white T-shirts for some reason.
Lots of white T-shirts in the rain. I think they were doing a wet T-shirt contest here at the Key West Stadium.
It is what they do at the end of every quarter, whether anyone's watching or not.
All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. This game is almost over. And it's the Yeti's ball. They're going to probably try and keep that ground game going, which they've not been successful at. But that way, it keeps
Very
the clock
unpopular House
moving.
runs it. Oh, yes.
House getting...
if it was me, I would just hide the ball.
You know, they did that once a few years ago. There was a great trick where everybody pulled out mock helmet balls, and no one could figure out where the real one was. But it did not go over very well. That was a big swing by the Card Sharks.
The play inspired by that classic 90s sports film, Air Bud. Cheater Dog.
That's right.
Elliott has the ball.
Elliott brings it in, and he's going to want to try and get out of bounds, but is not able to do so. So the clock's going to...
Drops the ball with disgust.
Probably equal parts disgust and third-degree burns.
Mm-hmm. Hot balls.
Hot balls.
Oh, is it going to...
Diefenbach with the incredible
Diefenbach
catch.
with the catch.
But of course that means
he
the
is
clock
definitely
keeps
the rookie
moving.
of the year.
So they're in a hurry up now.
They are running like they care about this game, which I'm not sure.
I don't know why they would.
And they throw the ball. Oh, some excellent pass interference there. That's a tasty boy, a pasty boy, a pastry. I'm hungry.
I am also pretty hungry. I think maybe after this. Gene, would you like to go get some pie?
I'd like nothing more than to get some pie with you, Willem, my friend to friend.
More holding of the wrist, and then holding the wrist twice. Yet again, we all know that is illegal.
You can hold it once, you can hold it thrice, but God forbid you hold it twice. That's the
rhyme
that's in the bylaws. Yeah. I think we made the right move by having E.E. Cummings write our bylaws.
I agree. E.E. Cummings was the right choice. We're going to be looking to take it up into the air. Kosa's got time for days.
There. Quarterback stands there. Oh, what a surprise. He stood there long enough until he got... It's like he didn't want to...
Oh, they decided that Tyrus Duhan is the player of the game today.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting choice. I would have thought it would have been Barry Quinn. Oh, Wilson with a backwards somersault catch. Just a beautiful, beautiful little... Oh!
Really showing off his kung fu training that he spent 12 years in Tibet to get.
And
really paying off.
Stuck the landing on his shoulders.
Oh. Timeout. Timeout, Everglators.
And the Yeti is probably just going to keep taking knees as they flex on how good they can propose to each other.
Oh, it's really beautiful to see so much love in one team.
This is my favorite part of the game. When everyone knows who's going to win and they just go around asking each other to marry them.
And then the post-game group wedding is always just... It's really... You forget about how bittersweet and awkward the group divorce the next day is.
You really do. It does help to calm down some of that absolute rage. Oh, they're just going to run out the clock. They're not even going to propose anymore. They're just going to let the clock die down.
They're giving high fives to each other, and it does die down. The clock runs out just like it presumably did for the Hill Valley Time Travelers.
That is quite a game. I'm so excited for the rest of this season to kick off.